Okay, we all FS up from time to time. And if you say you never mess anything up, you are lying, sir or madam. Dealing with the emotional fallout from your mess ups is a whole different animal than dealing with the mess up itself. And I'm here to tell you, when you feel bad, when you mess up, it might not be such a terrible thing. It's what you do with that terrible feeling that really is going to count for you, okay? So today in Ask Coach Aidan, I am going to go over why it's important to feel the negative emotions from the mess up, and how you can utilize it to move your life in the direction that you want to go. So let me explain something about myself. I just learned how to ride a bike. I am 35 years old, okay? One of my dreams is to go on the Amazing Race. And like every Amazing Race season has an episode where they have to like ride a bike for like 7 kilometers. And I just had to come and face the facts. I have to learn to ride a bike if I'm gonna be on the Amazing Race. So I decided that I had to learn, okay? I never had a bike, all right? So it was a new thing for me. I'm like this 6'2" guy, and I borrow a bike from my friend, and I'm trying to learn, and the person who's teaching me is my friend's 8-year-old son, hi Aidan, wearing like a bright white helmet and like sweatshirt and like thick pants because I really don't like getting hurt in summer. And I'm like trying to not fall. And this lady walks by, right? And she sees him struggling and she goes, keep going, keep going. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she thinks I'm Forrest Gump. I'm like literally screaming like SpongeBob SquarePants going down the cul-de-sac. Every time I fell, I got so frustrated and angry and annoyed and a little jealous of this 8-year-old who can apparently make wheelies around the cul-de-sac, no problem. And I'm just trying not to bump into, you know, where the street ends and the sidewalk begins, like go bum, bum, bum. I'm falling over and over. I would say that was an unpleasant experience, and I did not like the fact that I was screwing up so much. But you want to know something I understand about emotions is I'm not actually supposed to like, okay, falling. I'm not actually supposed to like that I'm making mistakes. I'm not supposed to enjoy the fact that I'm being shown up by this 8-year-old. No way. Like, that's actually like a normal response to the situation. Because, oh, I hate this, right? Like, every time I would fall, I'd be like, oh, I hate this. But guess what? If you actually utilize your emotional system in the correct way, you can actually leverage it to get you further. Like, you can go, oh, I'm so frustrated, I'm falling. You know what? I don't like this feeling, so I'm going to correct it so that I don't have to feel this again. That's kind of the role of the emotional system, actually. It's good that I don't like being hurt or humiliated or shown up by this 8-year-old. It's good because it can give you motivation to push forward, right? And actually, I learned how to ride a bike eventually, and I did try today for the first time to ride a bike around in the suburbs of LA. And I only almost crashed 3 times, so yay me. The reason why I'm sharing this story is I feel like the world has become so divided as far as emotions. There's just 2 piles of emotions, good emotions and bad emotions. And so we put all of our actually useful negative emotion in the pile of bad, and we make that our enemy. And so if you feel bad, even a little, we go, don't feel bad, don't feel bad. And that's so not useful, because life, you cannot get through life without feeling bad. There's just no way to get through life without ever feeling bad. So if you ever feel bad, and every time you feel bad, you go, I don't want to feel bad, that's gonna be a very hard life for you. I think what people mean is, we generally overgeneralize everything. What people mean is, don't beat yourself up. Let's not, fall off the bike and go, oh, I'm such a loser, I never learned, what a stupid person I am, I'll never get this, if I can't even ride a bike, then I'll never have a baby, and I'll never have a career, and the thought spiral. For more on this, watch my video on emotional thought spirals and how to get out of them, and watch my video on the thought game. Big difference between taking the hit from feeling bad from a negative result from a mess up versus taking the hit from feeling bad and then going, this means I am this whole other thing, creating this whole other animal that we have to now deal with. No, they're just saying, don't beat yourself up. We don't have to go there, but you can still feel bad because you fell. But then there's this other thing that happens. And this is what I want to talk about most, because most people who want to be self-aware, like, have this problem. They fall off the bike and then they feel bad and they go, nope, I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not going to feel bad because I'm an adult and I shouldn't be feeling bad over something so trivial like this. I can't believe I'm feeling bad over something so trivial like this. And I guess I don't have emotional management skills, which means I'm a loser and I'm a dork. And how can I be a good parent to my son if that thing? So now you feel bad and then you're beating yourself up about having this very natural response, very natural emotion to what just happened. And now you're beating yourself up about it and making that mean that you're a loser. So I'm saying don't beat yourself up. So like when you have a negative emotion, you can take it and go, I'm a loser because I fell, beating yourself up, or I'm a loser because I feel bad, beating yourself up. When feeling bad is natural. It is part of our natural, very efficient human system. I'm gonna switch topics and get a little serious, okay? So I was writing my self-development book, and I've shared this in my book. I've shared this to you guys. I actually have some substance addiction problems, you know? And as I was writing the book, I had a particularly stressful day and I totally relapsed. And let me tell you something. I did not like that at all. At all. I felt terrible. I didn't like it. I felt like, I'm being a hypocrite. I'm not being true to my word. I'm not being authentic. And then I felt myself starting to go, and therefore you should give up and you should not do this and you're unworthy. And then I was like, pull back, pull back, pull back. That doesn't mean that. I'm going to pull back right here and focus on the fact that, no, I did not enjoy this experience. And you want to know something? Thank God I didn't enjoy that experience. If I loved relapsing and I loved being, doing something that I felt was out of integrity, then I would never want to make a correction to move my life in the direction that I really want to go. Does that make sense? So when I mess up, I'm not going to take that and go, well, I shouldn't feel bad at all. I mean, I'm the art of being yay guy, so I should be happy all the time. Happy, happy, happy. Who am I to feel bad? Oh God, I'm such a loser for feeling bad. I should never have negative emotions and go in that direction. So I'm just saying, negative emotions are normal and it is part of our growth process and it is completely natural. So we don't have to take it to beating ourselves up about the event or beating ourselves up about the emotion at hand. Another example, okay? So you log onto your computer and you see 10 cents to your name, okay? And you get worried and scared. And you go, I'm worried, I'm scared. Look, it's totally normal to feel worried and scared when you see that you only have 10 cents to your name. That is natural. Now, what will you do about that? Please, let's not go, I have 10 cents to my name, therefore I'm a loser, I'll never get out of this, I'm poor for life, or I have 10 cents to my name and I feel bad, and I feel so bad, and I shouldn't be feeling this bad, and I should always be feeling good, and therefore I'm out of control with my emotions, and blah, blah, blah. So there are two paths you can beat yourself up about. Or just please take the hit of, oh my God, 10 cents, this sucks. How can I change this? So I'm HIV positive, right? So that also is a part of a thing where I really felt like I messed up. I did, and in reality, I did, right? If I'm gonna take my choice back, it's like, okay, I made a decision to be reckless, and this is what happened, and now I'm paying the price for it. And the thing is, like, people are like, oh, don't blame yourself, don't blame yourself. Look, if I'm not blaming myself, it's more like taking responsibility for the situation. Because if I take responsibility for the situation, I can make a decision moving forward. Whereas if I just go blame out and say, it's all their fault, then I can't do anything about it. That doesn't mean you can take that, what happened, and go, I'm a loser, I'll never figure this out, da-da-da-da-da. That's another path that is kind of off, and I can't necessarily go, I feel bad. No, I shouldn't feel bad, I shouldn't feel bad, I shouldn't feel bad. That's a lie too. So let's look at it for what it is. I got HIV, man. I felt bad when I got it. Okay, now what? Can I cultivate a life that I want in the direction that I want to go with what I have to work with at this current standpoint? That's it. And I'm not supposed to like the news that I got HIV. I'm not supposed to like falling off the bike. Let's not add additional suffering to the negative response you're having to an action that wasn't in line with what you wanted. Okay, let's not add unnecessary suffering by making that mean that you're a failure, or making having the negative emotion mean that you're a failure. The negative emotion, totally normal, totally natural. Use it and propel yourself forward. Okay? Thank you. Have a good day. Please check out my book, The Art of Being Yay. Woohoo! And check out my book on my video blog on Reticular Activating System and emotional momentum if you want to get into more of the science of how all of this works. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day.